Okay, in this video I'll show you some different tools that and statistics that you can look at when you're deciding whether to add and drop players, and I'll also show you how to add and drop players. So after you've logged in to the football.fantasysports.yahoo.com, then something like this page should come up, and you can go to the Players tab. So we're deciding on players to add or drop here. So we can sort by all available players. I usually kind of go down the list here, position by position. Except for these two right here, these are they're called flex positions. So this right here means you can either have a wide receiver or a running back. Wide receiver, running back, tight end. Anyway, those are flex positions. I just kind of look at the individual positions here. So first, for example, we can start off with the quarterback position. This button is helpful too because it will include your team for comparison. So then when you click filter, then it will show you, I guess, all of the quarterbacks, and it's showing you the 2010 season stats. Also, what's helpful is to click this button right here because it will put the players in order of their, I guess, their value. So we see here that when deciding to add or drop a player, the players with the red minus, those are players on your team. The players with a green plus are players that are available for you to add. So here, if I'm deciding on whether to add or drop somebody, it looks like Carson Palmer is better than my Matt Castle. But a few other things to look at that I'll show you here is notice that there's a right here, this yellow thing here shows you notes on the player. So here it's talking about Michael Vick's new contract, and those are some new notes about Michael Vick. But those with the red star looking thing, those are ones you definitely want to read because that usually shows that they're injured or they're not available. So if you read this, it probably will say that Carson Palmer is not a very good player to pick at the moment. Even my backup quarterback right now mentioned that he injured his right shoulder, but it doesn't seem serious, so I'll go ahead and keep him for now. So anyway, that's just one thing you can look at. Once again, we're looking at the 2010 total points that these players scored. So, and it's ranking them in order. Remember, you click this and it'll rank them in order. If you click this again, it'll rank them from low to high. So we see players with negative points, and so click it again and you got high to low then, which is what you want. So there's a few other stats that you can look at when deciding to add or drop players. 2010 total is helpful at this point. Also, week 1 projected is helpful. So if you click that and then you click filter, then it shows you how many points each player is projected to score that week. So yeah, just after this, so it looks like there's a few other quarterbacks that are projected to score more than Matt Castle, but once again, Matt Castle's a pretty popular quarterback. 69% of people own him as opposed to these other guys. So there's just some things that lots of different things that you can look at when making your decision. The beauty of fantasy football is that it's all a gamble, and so there's really no one right way to do things. You just have to consider different things and then come to your decision that you feel good about. So seems like my quarterbacks are good. So then the next thing I would do would be to go to my wide receivers and filter. So it looks like most of my wide receivers are pretty good, and so anyway, you just kind of want to look at that. Most of them are near the top. You can also, once again, look at the season 2010 total if you want another idea of how how they stack up against other receivers. So yeah, Alright, so that's how you can add or drop players. So let's say, for example, I wanted to add Jacoby Jones to my team. Then I would click his green plus button, and then I would have to decide who I want to drop on my team. So you'll notice that the screen says player to add Jacoby Jones, and now we need a player to drop. And so, you'd pick one of your players to drop, like, for example, maybe I want to drop Antonio Brown. So then you would click his little box, then you would scroll down to the bottom and say add this player and drop another player. Now I'm not going to do this, not going to go through with this, but that's just how you would do it. You would click this button, then it'll take you to another screen that just wants to confirm once again, do you want to add this player and drop this player, and then you just click that once again and then it's done. Alright, so that's how you add and drop players, and how you, different things that you might consider for deciding on whether to add or drop players. So that's it.